So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well, and they took the shot.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Rashawn Gary just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. And that is something that we just saw there that you obviously have to be prepared for when you try to defend Lamar Jackson. That likely will not be the last time that we see him take off.
I love your language there, partner. You have to be prepared for it, and you work at it. But I don't care how much you prepare, it is hard as heck to execute against Lamar Jackson. Great vision, great speed, tenacity, runs through tackles, makes people miss. It's always a long game when you're trying to corral Lamar Jackson.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the gun, Jackson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Green Bay Packers. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the Ravens' 26-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of a yard.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. A gain of 6 there on first. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there, getting him the first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. He's at the 50. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. I love plays like that. A defensive lineman holding football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, trying his best to lug that bad boy the distance.
Pretty impressive pick there off the screen, and then a nice return.
You know, nowadays, they do more ball drills with the big guys than ever before because they want to take possessions away from the offense.
Baltimore.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
On the coverage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Rodgers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Equanimous St. Brown, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Equanimous St. Brown brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete.
Rodgers' pass intended for Devontae Adams. Incomplete.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away.
For the Packers.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Ravens 10, Packers nothing.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. From the gun, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On third down, here's Dobbins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Now it's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon.
It's second down.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
There's Jackson on third and long. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Rodgers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Number 22.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gives this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers being chased out left. And that's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
First down.
A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Let's go, defense.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
His kick is
And he puts it through.
That's the score. Ravens 10. Packers 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
26
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And Adams has it complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 35 on second down, Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Incomplete. Brings up third down.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
We got 3. We got 3. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
Number 20.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From the 30 on second down, Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Rodgers on target to Valdez-Scantling. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mike 57. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 57's the mic. Mike 57. Here we go, here we go. 57. Mike 57. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
To throw again on second down, Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for, and it's third down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
10 at the 41-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Jones. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Jones. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Hey, you block over here. Mike 6. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Run. Check Mike 6, Mike 6. Check. Boxing. Mike 6. Here we go.
Snap comes at 1. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20. But, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky. And we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Flushed out right. Caught on the right side by Jones. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Hey, take 26.
Now Rodgers looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On play action, Rodgers. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's get this. Hey, take 26.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Man out. Mike, check 33. 33. I got you.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, no, he lost the football. fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Fourth quarter, they cling to a 3-point lead after the field goal a moment ago, and it's certainly a very critical drive with still a good chunk of time remaining. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Adrian Amos on the
solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And a Raven first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right. It's caught inside the 25.
Jackson.
And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 43 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 10 more there and another first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Short of the goal line.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His first touchdown of the new season, and the Ravens will add on to their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
Well, the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this, and that's caught inside the 30. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And again, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
57 is Mike. 57 is Mike. Watch 57. All day, all day, all day. 57 is the Mike. Watch 57. 57 is the Mike. 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 57 is the
To throw is Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Rodgers to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
23.
So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, and the way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first. Jackson now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Baltimore, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.